Were wanted out of the state of Nevada, specifically Clark County, for a robbery. And you are asking me to set you a bond. Is this right? Okay. I don't know anything about you. I'm now getting to know you for the first time. So I don't know. My primary concern is, are you a dangerous person? Because, I have so much drama in my life right now. It's ridiculous. I just don't need any more. And what I don't want to do is release you if you are a danger to my public, because I cherish that, right? I don't need any more. So we're going to find out a little bit about you, and then we'll see where we go from there. Amy, let's get to know Mr. Jefferson.
Yes, so he's wanted in Clark County, Nevada for conspiracy to commit robbery, and theft value over 100,000 or greater. The state's opposed to a bond at this time. He, as the court knows, he's being held. Well, he's not being held. He's made bond also on robbery threats in the 228th and reckless driving.
He has another robbery here?
Yes.
That's local?
Yes, it's a robbery threat in the 228th. It is open. He's made bond on that.
Okay.
So you got a robbery there. You pick up a robbery here too. It's a robbery.
This warrant was also issued December 18th, very recently.
When was bond posted, if you don't mind on it?
Yeah,
He's he's on bond. He's on bond for reckless driving.
Okay.
Picks up a robbery here in September. So I guess he's on bond for a robbery here. And now he's picked up another robbery in Nevada.
I thought the robberies in Nevada were old.
Oh, she said they were just issued 12/18.
He made the bond for the robbery threats on September of this year. That case was filed also September of this year. And then this new warrant was issued this December. His reckless driving was.
What court is that out of?
That was the 28th.
No, the reckless driving.
Oh, this one's out of court 10.
What's the court date on that?
That is
January 30th.
on January 30th.
He has a general order bond on that.
Yeah, he's made bond on that one. He also has made bond on the robbery.
And he's made court, has he made, my question is, if he's made his court appearances, Your Honor, I mean, I think he's proven that he should go on to court, showing up to court. So if you did consider bonds, he could then, don't worry about the reckless driving.
The state also wanted to add that he was just barely out of parole from earlier this year.
He was what?
Barely out of parole from earlier this year, as they have.
Who's he on parole for?
That I don't know exactly.
Mr. Jefferson, I got to be frank. You scare me, man. You continue to pick up cases, and they're serious cases, right? Second-degree felony. I don't know, maybe this is a third degree, but nevertheless, you have a robbery here, you pick up a robbery over there. That scares me. If I let you out, are we going to get a third one? I don't want that to happen. I know you're telling me no, but history tells me otherwise. All the open cases tell me otherwise. Now, I do have some good news for you. The good news is that you've made bond on these two cases here. So there's no holding pattern, meaning that Nevada has 14 days to come get you. And if they don't come get you, then Harris County releases you. So you have that going for you now, but I just don't feel comfortable giving you a bond. You scare me, man. The last thing I want is a third robbery. Do you understand? You got to understand from my perspective, I don't know you. You're telling me all these gumdrops and rainbows and bunnies jumping in the woods, but you've got all these 3 open cases. They're serious. Sorry, I can't, just.
Okay, he signed on Monday, Judge, so I guess,
so
can we reset it to, what is that, the 8th?
Case, right, Monday, so 1, 2, 3 days have passed. So you got another, 12 days, give or take.
So can I get a reset for the 8th? Is that correct? If I'm counting it?
The 7th.
The 7th, even better. Okay.
Yeah, so you said the 23rd?
He signed on Monday, the 23rd is my understanding. So I think the 7th.
Yes, the 7th.
So they're not going to get you on the 7th, you'll be released in Harris County.
So they have until the 6th to come get you, okay? If they don't come get you by the 6th, then on the 7th, you'll be released. But you got to understand, even if we release you, that warrant will eternally.
Justice never sleeps. One voice pleads, another protests. The judge listens steady yet tired, walking the fine line between order and compassion. Each case echoes the last, a rhythm of errors and second chances. Beneath the robes, beyond the records, humanity stirs imperfect, fragile, still yearning for redemption in a chamber where truth bears the greatest weight.
Remain open. And you could get picked up again the minute you walk out of custody. If you do get out, I would immediately go back to Nevada, take care of that. Otherwise, at some point, you're just going to get picked up again, and it's going to continue to happen.
You can hire an attorney.
And the other thing is that, right, when you do go up there, you got to let your attorney here know what the plans are so that you don't get revoked upstairs here, because then you're going to be in the exact same situation over there like how you are here. You understand? So if you go over there to Nevada and try to handle things and they put you in custody and no one knows about it here in Harris County, you have not advised your lawyer, they may think that you've just jumped ship and they might revoke the bond here, and then they'll place a hold here in Harris County because you're in Nevada. And if nobody knows, you know what I mean? So you got to let your lawyer know here.
You're a misdemeanor lawyer on your record. Do you have a lawyer for both of them, or were you appointed lawyer? Okay, so you need to tell your lawyer that if they don't pick you, you need to contact him, let him know you're in custody.
He has a lawyer in the felony, so
yeah.
Let your lawyer know in the felony
You
case.
let him know, and if they don't pick you up, you need to hire someone in Nevada, try to get you bonds on those, or you're going to have to go out there and address them and turn yourself in and then see if they give you a bond.
All right.
So they don't revoke your bonds here, you're going to let your attorney know. You understand all that? All right.
Okay, man. Good luck.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Amy.
I think that's all I have. So see you tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
Christian.
Dustin,
Come on, Judge.
ready?
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, who do we have here?
Drake Simmons, Judge. It's
Summons Simmons.
fugitive case.
Good morning, Mr. Simmons.
Yeah, I talked to Day, Judge. We have a agreed bond of 5,000.
Okay. So, Mr.
Yeah, he just said that, you know.
You are wanted out of the state of Louisiana for a second-degree battery. Your lawyer has agreed with the state, and you are in agreement, Amy, right?
Yes, Jay is unopposed to a 5K bond.
Okay, I will set your bond at $5,000 today. You have to understand that this is the only time that this is going to happen. We give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to go turn yourself into Louisiana. If you do that, this fugitive case against you gets dismissed. If you fail to do that, I'm going to issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put your bond at 0, and it's not going to happen again. It doesn't matter what the excuse is. You have to go turn yourself in, and we're giving you enough time to do it. Do you understand? Now, the only other thing I'm going to advise you, don't wait until the last day to go, because as Murphy's Law dictates, what can happen will happen. Something invariably always happens when you go on the last day. Don't do it. As soon as you get out, make the plans to make it up there. Understand? Okay, I got you. We'll set the bond at 5,000.
He needs to have his waiver withdrawn and then also.
Yeah, it appears that he is waived, so he needs to withdraw that waiver.
Okay.
Understand, by withdrawing the waiver, you lose time that you have by that. But so in the event that he's unable to make bonds, I don't know. That's why.
I'm getting his referral.
Okay,
Okay.
of course.
This is. I'm not waiting for you.
Should I go to court 10?
I should be able to. I will talk.
Well, I don't.
I think it goes, just go back to the court.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Rodriguez. Sir, you were charged with assault, bodily injury, and criminal mischief. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You're facing up to a year on both of those cases and/or a $4,000 fine.
Judge. On December 24th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to the location and made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated that he followed the sister when she left the house to try to get her to come back. That's when the complainant ran into the defendant, the complainant's sister's ex-boyfriend, and told the defendant he could not be around his sister. The defendant walked up to the complainant really close, and the complainant pushed.
The courtroom thrums like a storm restrained. Voices clash, truths tangle, and judgment takes shape. The gavel falls part mercy, part sentence echoing not only against guilt, but the relentless march of time. Between the chill of law and the heat of human pleas, justice waits unmoved, impartial, unwavering in its reckoning.
The defendant to get some space, and the two then began to get into a physical altercation. The complainant stated the defendant bit the complainant's left arm in between the altercation and then ran away. The complainant complained of pain and was advised by EMS to get stitches, and then the defendant was ID'd with mobile APHIS.
You said this was a sister as the complaining witness?
No, Your Honor, the sister was the ex-girlfriend of the defendant. The brother was the complainant.
Got it. Okay. Tell me about the criminal mischief.
On the criminal mischief, on December 18th, 2024, the officer was
So same day.
Same day, Your Honor. No, it was before. The assault was on the 24th, the criminal mischief was on the 18th. So on the criminal mischief on the 18th, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas in regard to a disturbance. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated that the defendant broke his window with a rock. The officer made contact with a witness who stated that on the 16th, he observed the defendant throwing a rock at the front window, breaking it. The defendant was then observed by the witness leaving the area, returning to the side of the house, and throwing a bigger rock at the side window, causing it to shatter while also trying to enter the home through the window. The damage to each window was approximately $1,200.
Both of these happened on the same day, right?
No, Your Honor. The assault was on the 24th, and according to the witness, the criminal mischief was on the 16th of December. So the criminal mischief occurred before the assault.
But I'm looking at the information. The information says December 16th on both.
There is a second assault, Your Honor.
What?
There's one.
On the 31st.
Yes. Oh, okay. My apologies. I was reading because he was just picked up an assault. Let me read the assault that was the same transaction, Your Honor, because he picked up another assault, and that was my apologies. So for the assault on the 16th, the officers were dispatched to a Walmart in regard to service for a disturbance. The officers detained the defendant, and a search of his person revealed 0.68 grams of meth in his right pocket, and the defendant was taken back to the original scene, and the officer spoke to the complainant, who stated that he went looking for the defendant because he was a person of interest in a previous incident. While waiting for police to arrive, the defendant tackled the complainant to the ground and held him in a rear chokehold for approximately 10 seconds, impeding his breath. The complainant stated he felt pain and suffered minor injuries to his person, including a scrape on his left knee, a scrape on his right elbow, and a swollen upper lip. A witness, the complainant's girlfriend, witnessed the incident and saw the defendant choking the complainant. The defendant also admitted to placing the complainant in a chokehold.
All right. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If you have a problem with drugs and alcohol, you better address it, because I'm telling you now,
No, it's not a problem, sir.
look at me. If it becomes a problem, I'm going to address it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I'm going to test you heavily.
That's fine.
What's the name? What is your name, sir?
Mark.
Mark. Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you. I'd like to send Mr. Rodriguez for a drug test right now, please. Stop. Don't say anything.
I consume marijuana.
Stop. I'm sending you for a drug test now. I'm gonna have you come back. I want to see what's going on. That's it.
Okay. All right.
But come back. I'll give you a lawyer today. I want to know what's going on with you so that we're both on the same page.
I can tell you.
Don't say anything. Stop. Stop. Go take the test, and I want you to come back. I'm going to appoint your lawyer today. As far as your bond conditions are concerned, you're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to go where they live, where they work, where they breathe. You're not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, you know what's going to happen. You understand? All right, please. So don't worry about conditions because I'm going to have a monitor.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On December 16th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a Lowe's in Harris County, Texas, in response to a theft in progress. Dispatch stated a male and female suspect had concealed items from the sales floor on the male's person, and a male threat.
Silence settles after the verdict. Another day, another destiny sealed. The judge exhales justice delivered. Yet peace elusive. Beyond the courtroom, life moves on. Within, the echoes linger. Every sentence is less an ending than a quiet hope that somewhere, somehow, the next choice will lead someone toward the right path.
To hit the loss prevention officer overhead with the hammer while exiting the business. The complainant, the loss prevention officer, let the defendants exit the store and gave a description of the defendant's motor vehicle as it fled the scene. The officers made contact with the complainant, who stated he observed the defendant and the co-defendant, the male, select items off the shelf and conceal them. The defendant was using her purse to cover up items as the co-defendant concealed them on his person. The complainant confronted the defendants as they attempted to exit the business together, and the co-defendant stated he would hit the complainant with a hammer. The defendants were identified by the complainant, and the defendant's motor vehicle was searched incident to arrest, revealing several hand tools. The complainant identified items belonging to Lowe's for a total of $305.35.
All right. And I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now not to go to any Lowe's. Do you understand? If you violate these conditions, your bond will be revoked. It will go into custody. No more. Do you understand? Tell me, what do you do for a living? How much money do you make a month, man?
It just depends.
So are you able to hire a lawyer then?
Not at this moment, no.
That's why I'm asking you these questions. Say it again.
Motor on my vehicle. So that's the first thing I need to.
How do you support yourself?
Self-employed.
I need more than that.
My daughter works as well, so I don't have very many bills.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can give you an application, but if you just put zeros, I'm going to send it right back to you. I need to know how much money you make, how much money you have in the bank, how many cars you have. If you own a house, I need to know the value of the house. Everything I need to know. Do you understand? Okay. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions as well, please. Good morning, sir. Sir, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 18th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas, and the officer met with the defendant and complainant, who are members of the same household. The officer observed no visible injuries, and the complainant stated she had been living with the defendant for 7 months. So the complainant stated they were arguing in the morning, and the defendant pulled her by her legs off the couch. The complainant stated she hit her head on the coffee table as a result of the defendant pulling her off the couch, causing her to feel pain. The defendant stated the complainant had been evicted and he let her stay with him. And the defendant stated the complainant said something disrespectful, so he pulled her off the